Pressure does not build character, it reveals it. And the moment things go sideways, when the deadline moves up, when the plan falls apart, when everyone in the room is looking at you for an answer you do not have yet, that is the moment that separates real leaders from people who just look like leaders when things are easy. Thinking clearly under pressure is not a gift some people are born with. It is a skill. It is built deliberately and it can be learned. Today, we talk about exactly how great leaders think when the heat is on and how you can start training yourself to do the same thing. Welcome back to Thinking and Growing. We have been building through this leadership series one layer at a time. We talked about what real leadership looks like and what it means to lead yourself first. Today, we go into one of the most practical and most tested areas of leadership: how to think when everything around you is moving fast and the stakes are high. I have been in those moments. In the Marine Corps, in federal service, leading teams through situations where the wrong decision had real consequences for real people. What I learned in those moments is what this video is built on. Let's get into it. Before we talk about how to think better under pressure, you need to understand what pressure actually does to your brain. Because if you do not know what you are dealing with, you cannot manage it. When you feel pressure, your brain activates what is called the fight or flight response. Stress hormones flood your system. Your heart rate goes up. Your thinking narrows. And your brain shifts from creative problem-solving mode into survival mode. In a physical emergency, that is exactly what you want. But in a leadership situation, it is a liability. Because survival mode does not make good decisions. It makes fast ones. Fast decisions feel like leadership. But speed without clarity is just noise with confidence behind it. The leaders who consistently perform under pressure are not the ones who react the fastest. They are the ones who have trained themselves to slow down inside a fast situation, to create a pocket of calm in the middle of the chaos where they can actually think. That pocket does not appear automatically. You build it. Through experience, through preparation, and through deliberate practice of the habits we are going to cover today. I have watched leaders at every level handle pressure, and the ones who consistently perform well share a few things in common that the others do not. They pause before they respond. Not a long pause. Sometimes just a breath. Sometimes 5 seconds. But that pause is the difference between a reaction and a response. A reaction is automatic. A response is chosen. And in high-stakes situations, that distinction matters more than almost anything else. They ask better questions instead of jumping to answers. When something goes wrong, the average person immediately starts looking for who is to blame or what the fastest fix is. Great leaders ask, what is actually happening here? What do we know for certain? What are we assuming? And what are our real options? Those questions slow the panic down and create space for actual thinking. They control the temperature in the room. When a leader panics, everyone around them panics. When a leader stays calm, it gives the people around them permission to stay calm too. Your emotional state as a leader is contagious. You are setting the thermostat, whether you know it or not. Great leaders know this, and they manage it deliberately. They separate what they can control from what they cannot. Under pressure, it is easy to spend energy on things that are completely outside your control. Effective leaders triage fast. They identify what they can actually influence and put all their energy there. Everything else they acknowledge and release. Here's the practical side. You do not want to be training yourself to think under pressure for the first time when the pressure is real. You build the skill before you need it. First, practice making decisions with incomplete information. Most people wait until they have all the information before they decide. But in real leadership situations, you almost never have all the information. Practice making good enough decisions with what you have and then adjusting as more becomes clear. That muscle gets stronger every time you use it. Second, debrief your high-pressure moments. After every situation where you felt pressure, whether you handled it well or not, take 10 minutes and review it. What triggered the pressure? How did you respond? What would you do differently? That debrief process turns every pressure situation into a training session. Third, build a pre-pressure routine. Athletes do this before big games. Leaders can do it too. A short routine, even 2 to 3 minutes of controlled breathing, a quick mental review of your priorities, and a reminder of who you are and what you stand for. That routine anchors you before the storm hits. Fourth, get comfortable with discomfort deliberately. Do hard things on purpose in low-stakes situations. Cold water, difficult conversations you have been avoiding, physical challenges. The more familiar discomfort becomes, the less power it has over your thinking when the stakes are high. If this is giving you something real to work with, hit the like button. And subscribe if you have not already, because this leadership series is going places you do not want to miss. Here's the thing I want you to carry with you from this video. The calm that great leaders display under pressure is not a personality trait. It is a decision made before the pressure arrives. I have been in rooms where everything was falling apart and the weight of the situation was real. And what kept me grounded was not some natural ability to stay cool. It was preparation. It was having thought through hard scenarios before they happened. It was knowing my own triggers well enough to catch them before they caught me. And it was a commitment to being the kind of leader that the people around me could anchor to when things got hard. That is available to you. Not someday, starting with how you handle the next difficult moment in your day. Small pressure handled well is training for big pressure handled well. Start there. Pressure reveals character, but preparation shapes it. Pause before you respond. Ask better questions. Control the temperature in the room. Separate what you can control from what you cannot. And build the skill before you need it, so that when the moment comes, you are ready. The calm is a choice. Make it on purpose. Everything we cover on this channel comes straight from the book Thinking and Growing by Rolandus N. Branch Sr. The link is in the description. Go grab your copy. Subscribe, share this with the leader in your life who needs to hear it, and I will see you in the next one. Think deeper, lead better, grow on purpose.